A lot of people, they want to call them shiners or whatever. There's a lot of people that were on the opposite side of like my quest, but they would always comment and say, well, you know, Lana's always respectful.
What evidence do you have? And he said, well, we have a theory. And I said, well, what evidence do you have? And he kept saying, we got a theory. He would never tell me what evidence. He never showed us any evidence.
He played sports from the time he was 5 years old up until he was 17. And he was in basketball, he was in baseball, he was in football, and loved NASCAR. He and his dad went to the NASCAR races all the time. Loved sports, and he was a good kid. Had two best friends, and that's who he grew up with, and still are friends with them today. And there's nothing that would have predicted any of this could have ever happened.
And I called, tried to get, they sent me his wallet. I called the DA trying to get his phone, and he refused to return it to me.
I would have never in a million years thought something like this could happen to him.
You're not going to stop me from my journey, even though you're going to try to throw me under the bus. Like
a perfect teenager, tell you the truth. He did not even rebel. He wanted to go to NASCAR Tech. We made that possible for him.
What did he do after he finished school?
He worked at the dealership as a service technician. He bought a toolbox, and he started buying his tools, and
I said, the reason behind that, and he said, well, he had heard through People magazine or whatever that Christopher might be appealing his case, so he would not give me his phone.
He liked her, she liked him, but it didn't, I don't think that was love at first sight or anything. They took a little while and I guess got to know each other and, you know, dated. It was always a little strange.
We asked her what she was going to say. She said she was going to wing it. And we had no idea what she was going to say when she got up there, and we was just shocked as everybody else was what she said, because we did not agree with anything she said.
Yeah, like that eats at me every day. Like, I don't want them to see that. My SHIZAM videos were not intentionally to hurt anybody. There's a difference between intent and content.
No, we didn't attend.
Really?
Mm-mm. We didn't attend because Shanann and I just couldn't get along. And I didn't like the way she treated him.
I never intended to hurt anybody. Not their feelings, not a family. Okay, they're Rzuceks. Like,
Christopher always seemed anxious, and he when she needed something, I mean, he would run. He wouldn't walk, he would run, he would get it. He just always seemed to be right there at her beck and call.
I never intended to hurt anybody. Not their feelings, not a family. Okay, they're Rzuceks. Like, but it would come across that way to them by seeing what they are seeing. So yeah, like that eats at me every day. Like, I don't want them to see that.
Hello guys, it's me, SHIZAM. And hey Sharon, oh my god. Hey, I know somebody reported the cream of some young guy. I can't even believe it. It must have been that shitty of a guy. I just like can't even get out of bed today. Like I am just like totally, you know, I'm totally laying on my back. Hey guys, it's me, SHIZAM. Just want to tell you a little bit about my Monday story. So Bella and Cece, they got kicked out of school. They were wearing too many patches. Then they were selling their patches. Oh, it's just been a horrid day. I had to meet with the gang unit officers and explain that my kids are not in gangs. We do not sell drugs. So it's just been, that's why I'm a hot mess, Sharon. So if you got any extra product on you, please send it my way. I used a couple extra patches for my Tinder date, and I'm not gonna meet, like, before the end of the month is up. I'm definitely gonna be out, so I'm gonna have to maybe make some alias names up so I can have more patches.
Yeah, when he gets a call, sometimes they've been on lockdown because of the COVID and stuff. Sometimes he gets a call, sometimes he don't. So we talk to him whenever he can get out to call us.
I don't think it's okay that Kraft and Barnes changed and switches my words around, you know. But you're not going to you're not going to stop me from my journey, even though you're going to try to throw me under the bus. Like, you altered my videos. I didn't say those things. You altered them. When I say there's 100 SHIZAM videos, yeah, because where are the other ones? They were there. Why aren't you showing them?
It's Friday night. I'm just getting ready for my Tinder date. Anyways, guys, I just, it's been a long week. Like I said, I'm just gonna let loose. I think I'm gonna adopt a child. I just got so many amazing ideas for 2021.
Once again, if you actually go and look at things, I'm not bullying somebody.
Yeah.
Nothing in his childhood at all. I would have never in a million years thought something like this could happen to him.
So my question is, that stuff's been in my past for 6, 7, 8 months, okay? But my quest of finding the truth and helping a family has been there for 2 years, 2.5 years. And
Do you think Chris loves Shanann?
Oh God, he loved her. Yes, I believe he loved her at first. I believe he did. But I think as the years went on, I think it just being in that kind of a relationship, which the social worker even said that marriage should have ended a long time ago.
if he's such a monster, there should be no reason to alter anything. Like, why would you lie about evidence? Why didn't you get the footage that you needed to get? Why was the police work that bad?
Shanann's pregnancy, and what did Chris tell you about that? Was he excited?
No, I don't think he was. I think it was a shock to him. And he said that they have been talking about divorce.
Why didn't you just do your jobs? And that's not on me. That's on them to answer to that, not me. But it's definitely within Chris's rights and this family that didn't even get to attend their niece's funeral, their grandkid's funeral, because they were like, we don't want to make it a media circus. We don't want that for you guys. We don't want that for our grandchildren. Why doesn't anybody talk about that? Why doesn't anybody talk about the selfless act that Ronnie and Cindy and Jamie, if that doesn't speak volumes about like, they're just non-confrontational people. They're not on the internet spouting off. They're victims.
That you know, they are not compatible anymore, and he was not happy anymore. And I finally thought he's finally seen the light.
I have tough skin. I don't care what people say. But I also have a son, and I also have morals and values. DA Rzucek, can you please tell this family what it is that you told us? Because we're here at peace, why aren't they? They wanted a DNA result. Can we have the piece of paper? Just give them the piece of paper.
I mean, Christopher let everybody come in. Her phone is there, her purse is there, everything is there. But there's no kids and there's no Shanann. And I was not worried. You know, I thought she has just gone off and I'm going to punish you for this and you can worry about me. But when Christopher called us and he said, I said, do you want us to come down now? He said, tell Dad I need him. Tell Dad I need him to come down.
I have a question for everybody. DA Rzucek got on the microphone and said, and I put it up there, that was my preview. He said, he was planning a trip to Aspen with his girlfriend, and they were gonna, you know, we saw this about going to Aspen. That's all this man focused on was this alleged trip to Aspen. Well, that's how I launched this investigation, was actually on that. And how and why, if you guys don't know, Amanda Thayer, who was Nick and Amanda, they're family friends of Shanann and Chris. They were supposed to watch Bella and Cece, okay? That coming up weekend, Shanann called Amanda Thayer. Shanann texted Amanda Thayer and said, can you watch the girls on, what we're seeing, Friday, Saturday, what time? Me and Chris are going to go away. He agreed to go away. We're going to go away to, we're going to go to Aspen. It's all in evidence. Amanda was suggesting to Shanann for them to go away and I will watch your kids. The girls will all love to play together. Awesome. So I asked myself, why does the DA think that Chris was going to Aspen with Nicole Kessinger when Shanann set up this Aspen trip for her and him? Was he taking both of them to Aspen? That's what launched everything for me.
Right now it's got K9 units, the sheriff's department, everybody's like they're doing their best right now to figure out like if they can get a scent, see where they went. If they went on foot, they went in a car, or they went somewhere. And right now it's just like they've been on point. They're going through the house trying to get a scent, and hopefully they can pick something up to where it's going to lead to something.
What happened? Your wife came home. Tell me what's.
She came home from the airport 2 a.m. and I left around 5:15. She was still here, and like about 12:10 in that afternoon, her friend Nicole showed up at the door. Like I had texted Shanann a few times that day, called her, say, but she never got back to me. But she wasn't getting back to any of her people as well, and that's what really concerned a lot of people. Is like if she's not getting back to her, like if she doesn't get back to me, that's fine. Like she gets busy during the day, but she didn't get back to her people, which was very concerning. And Nicole called me when she was at the door, and that's when I came home. and then walked in the house and nothing was vanished. Nothing was here. I mean, she wasn't here. The kids weren't here. Nobody was here.
What's your wife's name?
Shanann, Shanann.
What's your kids?
Bella and Celeste.
How do you spell Celeste?
Celeste.
How old are your daughters?
4, Bella's 4, Celeste is 3.
And so, how many times did you try calling her?
I called her 3 times, texted her about 3 times just to say, you know, what's going on. Like because after I called her and texted her once, it's like maybe she was just busy. Like she'd just gotten back, you know, like everybody's probably calling her from her trip. She just got back from Arizona, and I figured she was just busy. But when her friend showed up, that's what it was like. It registered like, all right, this isn't right.
Do you think she just took off? Do you think?
I mean, right now I don't even want to just like throw anything out there. Like, I hope that she's somewhere safe right now and with the kids. But I mean, could she just taken off? I don't know. But if somebody has her and they're not safe, like I want them back now.
A lot of people, they want to call them shiners or whatever. When is it going to stop being about me? When is it going to stop being about you guys? When is somebody just going to say, it's about the Watts and it's about the Rzuceks? And if the Watts family, along with Christopher, want to fight for his rights at a 35, those are their rights.